You know the Tua girl,
Yeah.
right? Haley Welch, the one who went viral a while back?
Oh, yeah, I remember. It was everywhere for a bit.
Well, she's back in the news this time for something a lot more uh, complicated.
Complicated how?
She launched a cryptocurrency, a meme coin to be exact. It's called, you guessed it, Tua.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and right before the launch, Welch and her team were adamant that this wasn't just a quick cash grab, trying to capitalize on her viral fame.
Right.
But what happened next is, well, it's pretty eyebrow-raising.
So what exactly happened? Did the coin tank?
Tanked is putting it mildly. Within just 24 hours, the Tua coin went from a market cap, that's the total value of all the coins out there, of $490 million.
Wait, 490 million?
$490 million.
Yeah.
To just $29.1 million.
Whoa, a 94% drop. That's insane.
It is, and it's that drastic decline that's really fueling the fire.
Fueling what fire?
The fire of skepticism. I mean, people are outright calling it a scam.
Ah, I see.
Social media is a mess. A lot of finger-pointing, a lot of accusations.
So is it just speculation, or is there any substance to these claims?
Well, there are reports that some investors have filed formal complaints with securities regulators. At least one law firm is also looking into the launch.
Oh, wow. So it's getting serious.
Definitely. And a big part of what's raising red flags are the allegations of, well, insider trading.
Insider trading? How does that even work with a meme coin?
Well, the reports indicate that a huge chunk of the HW token supply, something like 80 to 90%, was actually controlled by just a handful of wallets.
Hold on. So a tiny group of people held almost all the coins?
Yeah, and these are supposedly insider wallets belonging to people who knew about the launch, the plans, the whole thing before anyone else.
And they knew the price would skyrocket initially because of all the hype, bought in early, then dumped it all, leaving everyone else holding worthless tokens.
Exactly. And it gets worse. There's this one wallet that bought up a massive 17.5% of the entire token supply. Paid about $993,000 for it right at launch.
Nearly $1 million right out of the gate.
Then, just 2 hours later, they sold off a huge chunk, made a profit of about $1.3 million.
2 hours? It just screams manipulation, doesn't it?
It does, and that's why regulators are paying attention. If it turns out there was deliberate market manipulation, there could be some serious legal consequences.
Rightfully so.
Now, Welch's team, they're not staying silent. They've come out and strongly denied any involvement in these shady dealings.
What's their defense?
They say they haven't sold any tokens themselves and that none of the key opinion leaders involved in promoting the coin got any free tokens.
But that doesn't address the issue of those insider wallets.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But they claim they tried to prevent this whole thing from happening by implementing high fees for transactions right at the beginning.
High fees? How would that stop anything?
Their reasoning is that it would deter the snipers, those people who use bots, to buy up huge amounts of a new coin the second it hits the market.
Okay, but wouldn't those high fees also punish regular investors who are just trying to buy the coin legitimately?
It's a good point, and it just adds to the overall skepticism surrounding this whole launch. It doesn't help that Welch has been pretty successful at building well, I guess you could call it an empire, since that Tua video blew up.
A business empire.
Yeah, she founded a company, sells merchandise, makes paid appearances. She even has her own podcast now.
Wait, she has a podcast too. What's it called?
It's called Tuah. Seems like she's got a knack for capitalizing on that viral moment, that's for sure.
She does, and that's what makes this whole meme coin situation so strange. Like, did she genuinely think this was a good idea, or was it always about the money?
It's hard to say for sure, but it definitely brings up a lot of bigger questions. It's like this intersection of internet fame, the allure of getting rich quickly through crypto, and the potential for taking advantage of people in this digital world.
Absolutely. Makes you think about the whole idea of online celebrity, the influence these people have, the responsibility that comes with it.
This whole Tua saga is a real wake-up call, I think. A reminder that we need to be more careful, more critical, do our research before jumping into anything, especially in the crypto world.
Especially when it involves influencers promoting something.
Exactly. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, the hype, the promise of easy money. But this is a reminder that there are real risks involved, and sometimes things are not what they seem.
A valuable lesson for sure. The world of crypto can be incredibly volatile, and it's important to approach it with caution.
Couldn't agree more. We all need to be more aware, more educated about how these things work. Who knows? Maybe this will even lead to more regulation in the crypto space, especially when it comes to projects like this that are heavily driven by influencers.
That would certainly be a step in the right direction, providing some much-needed protection for investors.
It really makes you wonder, though, about the future of all this. Like, where do we go from here? What happens when internet fame collides with the power of online communities and the desire for financial gain?
It's a complex landscape, and I don't think there are any easy answers. But what's clear is that we need to start asking these questions and having these conversations.
Because this isn't just about one meme coin. It's about understanding the bigger picture, the potential pitfalls, and how to navigate this evolving digital world responsibly.
It's a challenge, for sure, but a challenge worth taking on if we want to create a fairer, more transparent, and ultimately safer online environment.
And on that note, I think it's time to wrap things up.
Sounds good to me.
But for our listeners out there, before you jump into any investment, especially something as volatile as cryptocurrency, please do your research, be critical, and think twice before trusting anyone's promises of easy riches.
Wise words. Always remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Exactly. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and until next time, thanks for tuning in.